want to thank the folks at LiveView for sponsoring our show. They have built us an extraordinarily wonderful, beautiful television studio, and it's working flawlessly. I love it. I love it. I wish we could pack it up and bring it with us wherever we go, because it's really a work of art, this booth. It really is. So now we have Mr. Todd Mason from the Broadcast Management Group here. Todd, how are you, sir?
Good, good.
Welcome on board. Thank you for coming on to the Gadget Professor Show.
Thank you for having me.
Hey,
Glad
my
to be
pleasure.
here.
So what can you tell us?
Well, Broadcast Management Group is a production company.
Just bring your mic up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay. I should know that, right?
That's okay.
So Broadcast Management Group is a production company.
Right.
We specialize in 5 areas. Live multi-camera production, where we use LiveView products all the time.
Yep.
Consulting, we design, build production facilities, and particularly specialize in the OTT space.
Okay.
And again, we utilize LiveView a lot in those types of applications. And then we do long-term production staffing for television series, television networks. We do show development, and then we do large-scale event production. We actually manage all the logistics of an event.
So you are essentially very big time. He's being very modest, folks. This guy, well accomplished.
Well, thank you. I mean, it's a fun business. You know, I love it. I've been doing it since I was 15.
Really?
So yeah, for 10 years now. And you know, so, but no,
very good.
It's in my blood. My real passion is behind live production.
Right.
You know, I'm an adrenaline junkie. But you know, all of our divisions work really well together. They complement each other.
I'm sure.
So it's worked out great.
So what types of projects have you worked on recently?
We do a wide range of projects, but we do a lot of award shows. So we just did the Oscars a few weeks ago.
I've heard of that, right?
Yeah, you've heard of that
Now,
one?
that has to be a real thrill.
It's an up-and-coming show. So it was a companion show for the Oscars, and our client was IMDb.
Okay.
And so we did, it was a 5.5-hour live broadcast.
Wow.
We had red carpet coverage, we had a pre-show, we had a second screen experience during the actual Oscars telecast, and then we had a wrap-up show after that.
Very, very interesting.
We
You got to
did
have an adrenaline pump with that.
You got a lot of moving parts. You know,
I'm
it's
sure.
a big production team. You know, multiple locations. We had, you know, it was an Oscars watch party, so
Right.
A lot of celebrities were invited to the party, and so they're watching our live show.
Interesting.
So it was a lot of fun.
Okay, Mike, you were asking me something, Mike? Okay, here we have a video to run that you was supplied to us.
Is that right? Uh-oh.
Okay, so let's run the video.
Great.
BMG provides live production services for our clients. We handle everything from venue selection, staging, and lighting to more of the kind of technical nitty-gritty. So we'll bring in all of the technical resources, and we will manage every aspect of the production from start to finish.
BMG has been a leader in applying the latest technology and identifying the latest trends. We were the first to build nonlinear broadcast production facility. And as digital distribution started to emerge, we saw that as being huge, because for the first time you can really engage with your audience in real time, really interactive. And so we were one of the first to work with digital engagement.
As producers, we're very lucky that we are able to tap into other services within BMG. We have access to a very robust team that understand technology very well, but that also understand the creative side. And really, when you put those two together, that's when you get quality programming. We get a lot of folks right now that are, excited about OTT platforms over the top, and they need help putting a strategy together for their programming. And we come in place and we look at that structure and what's best for the client. How do we produce content over 8 hours? How do you create different formats across that grid?
What sets us apart from the others is our expertise in live production and multi-camera production. And then on top of that, we also have a consulting and a creative division. So we really cover every aspect from creating studios to creating live content.
BMG works on a lot of reoccurring events in the festival business as well as the award show business and red carpet. So, some examples for festivals would be the Toronto Film Festival, the Sundance, and then some of the award examples would be the Oscars and the Emmys. And so at these events, often we're working with multiple clients. An example at Comic-Con, we worked with Defy Media, with True TV, and we worked with IMDb through that same festival week. That created some economies that all the clients were able to benefit from. And our knowledge of these events is also very helpful.
The BMG team has produced some incredible work over the last couple of years, all the way from Casablanca to Cairo, Dubai, London, Paris, Indonesia. These formats are really difficult to do because you have to understand the market, you have to understand the culture. We've got to be able to go to these places and understand how to shoot and be able to do certain things that a lot of people can't do on location. We're lucky to have a very diverse team of award-winning producers in all these countries who have produced there for a long time. So BMG is really unique in that sense, where we can go to a place and do multiple shows in multiple languages, stream to different audiences across the world.
Our goal is to continue to grow as a company, to continue to work with our existing client base and to attract new clients, looking for events that we can do, new events that we can do and events that we've done before that we can do on a repeat basis, continuing to grow our consulting and our staffing divisions, and then expanding our international client work as well.
BMG has been growing substantially over the last couple of years, and it's largely been fueled by our client growth. We've always invested in long-term relationships with our clients, and our clients have been growing exponentially. We want to make sure our clients don't outgrow us, so we've been very methodical about making sure that we continue to reinforce our infrastructure for scalability, and we've been able to keep pace or step ahead of our clients in making sure that we can meet all of their needs as they grow, and we can see tremendous growth in the next 5 years.
Todd, that was a really informative video. Really enjoyed that. Good job.
Oh,
good job.
thank
And I
you.
recognized you many times on that.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about BMG. And also, I know you do a lot of work with LiveView, too.
We do. We've been an early adopter of LiveView.
Right.
And so we use it, we own units ourselves, and
Right.
we use it in our shows.
Sure.
And then on our consulting arm, we often recommend it to our clients. We built an OTT channel for a client based in Chicago.
Okay.
And we currently have 9 or 10 LiveView units deployed.
Okay.
And basically we're adding Hong Kong and Singapore office. So we're sending one to each of those markets. We're on the New York Stock Exchange and a number of
Isn't
other
that
locations.
interesting? Wow.
And so we're able to interact with talent in all these markets with our live studio in Chicago. It's been phenomenal.
You have
Very
a phenomenal job.
cost-effective.
You have a very interesting job.
Oh, thank you.
But
Thank
you're on
you.
the go 24/7.
We are. I spend a lot of time in planes. So somebody told me something. I said, where are you from? And they said, well, Wilmington Airport is the one I fly out of. So it's not like that's their home, the airport. So
Right.
DCI is the home I fly out of. So
Okay.
anyway,
Great.
But it's great.
So are you here for the full stay at NAB?
NAB has evolved for us. So, initially it was, for us to look at technology for ourselves. Now we bring clients out to NAB. So
Okay.
in our consulting practice, so we have clients out here and we're setting up manufacturer meetings and, so depending on where the stage of the project is, we're talking to manufacturers about what technology we're planning on implementing for this particular client. We bring the clients out so they can learn more about why we're recommending this versus that. Then of course we are looking at technology for ourselves. And then I have a number of speaking engagements that I'm doing while I'm out here. They're great conferences. It's really not enough time, to get it all done, but it's great. I wouldn't miss it.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
really great.
Thank
Well,
you.
Todd, it's a pleasure having you on here, and I can't thank you enough. I know you're a real busy guy, but thank you for coming on. I'm certain LiveView appreciates it too, and very happy to meet with you.
Pleasure meeting you too. Thanks for having me on.
All right, Todd, Mr. Todd Mason, Broadcast Management Group. We'll be right back.